So you have chronic symptoms of digestive issues like IBS, Crohn's disease, or you have joint pain, chronic migraines. It could be hip pain, knee pain, foot pain, whatever, but it's symptoms that you have on an ongoing basis over a period of time, weeks, months, years. It could be that these symptoms are a message to you, and we're going to talk about what that message is in just a minute. My name is Lori, and I help empaths and highly sensitive women to repel narcissists, create better relationships in their life so that they can get rid of all of these chronic symptoms. And these chronic symptoms are just a message to you that you need to reduce stress in your life, slow down, rest. I know that's not what we like to hear. We have busy lives with lots of things going on, lots of things with our family members and activities and all that. But sometimes these symptoms just are telling you that you need more self-care in your life. Let me give you this analogy. Imagine two cars. One, they're both Corvettes. One is sitting in a barn and it's covered with a blanket. Nobody's touched it in a really long time. It hasn't been started in a long time. The paint is dull. The tires are cracking. The oil is bad. The transmission fluid and steering fluid are low. The seats are cracking a little bit. And it still has a lot of value, but it just hasn't been taken care of. And then now imagine another car, a second car, that somebody has given lots of loving attention. They've buffed the paint to a high shine. They keep those tires in shape. They run it often. They keep it filled with fluids. They replace parts when necessary. And they've just spent hours and hours taking care of this car. Now, which one do you think is going to be running for a lot longer? Which one do you think people are drawn to? Yeah, it's that second car. So, are you treating yourself like that first car? Are you ignoring things that you should be doing to take care of yourself? Maybe you're not spending any time on self-care at all. I know for me, there was a time that I did not spend time for self-care at all. Like, I was running around with kids, going to each different practice and activity, and I was teaching full-time. I, just put all my energy into everybody else in my family. Nothing went to me, nothing at all. And so I finally changed that after I was having such severe digestive symptoms and weight gain and brain fog and all those things. It got to a point where I was literally just sick all the time. And so I started taking care of myself. Like that second car, I started putting an effort in to, check engine light. Why is it on right now? There's a problem. So consider this time as an opportunity for self-care for you whenever you're having these symptoms like this. And even if you're like me and you ignored them for years and years and years, you can still make a difference in your health if you start now. So these are the things that I did and some ideas that might help you. First, I had to change my thought process. Like, I was negative a lot. Like, why is this happening to me? And I thought in my head, like, look at my friends. They have it all together. look at these other teachers that I'm working with. They seem to be doing great, you know, and why am I so stupid? Why am I so disorganized? Why am I the one that struggles all the time? So I had to switch that around to gentle thoughts at first, like, I'm learning to become more organized. I'm learning to put myself first. And over time, I just switched all my thoughts to more positive. I also started putting fruits and vegetables and healthy foods in my body. It was hard to start just in one fell swoop. So what I did was think about, how can I add fruit or vegetable to my breakfast? How can I add fruit or vegetables to my lunch? I did pretty well on dinner usually, but I started to cut out fast foods and just, eat the foods I was already eating, but add more fruits and vegetables. And then over time, I got to where that's mostly what my diet was. And I've fallen off of that a little bit lately in the last couple of years, but I'm trying to get back to that. So, even if you make a mistake and you fall off, you can pick right back up. Get movement every day. I started a morning routine. I have another video about that, I believe, but it's where I started waking up at 5 a.m. and making sure that I put me first before everybody else in the house woke up. And I found that when I did that, I made sure that I got my self-care in, and I wasn't interrupted by the kids coming in and saying, Mom, what's for dinner? Or Mom, I need this paper signed. Then I also made sure to get plenty of sleep, and I thought I did pretty good. I figured, I get probably 7 hours of sleep most nights of the week. But when I actually tracked it, I was not getting 7 hours, not one night of the week. So I started to make sleep a priority. I set a timer to make sure that I was getting in bed on time. And sleep is one of the biggest things that a lot of my clients need help with. So, really work on that, make that a priority if you're struggling with some of these symptoms, because lack of sleep can cause you to lose energy, it causes inflammation in your body, causes you to be attracted to some foods with more caffeine and more sugar because you're trying to get your energy back up. Okay, and then go out into nature. That's a big one. I heard something the other day that said that nature is always in balance vibrationally. Like, it never changes its energetic vibration. So that when you go out into nature, you start to align with that balance. And that's why when we go out into nature, we start feeling better about ourselves. See friends and loved ones. Go around people that you love to spend time with. Laugh, have a good time. And then make time for expressing your feelings and reflection. So that was another really big thing for me, because I filled my time with everything. Like, if I was at an activity with my kids, like, for example, my boys played soccer. So while I was waiting for them to practice, I was looking at something on my phone, or I was reading something, or, there was never any downtime. So I really had to work on that, because that downtime is when you can explore emotions that you're feeling and you can deal with them. If you just stuff them all the time, which is what I got really good at, then you never actually work through those emotions and you hold them in your body. There's a book that so many people recommend, and it's called The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly, but that book really talks about how we keep our emotions down deep in our body, and it causes a lot of these symptoms. So, like I said, just take this time if you're feeling some of these symptoms to explore your emotions. I have a really good activity that I do with journaling with my clients, and I have programs that go from one-on-one coaching to lower level different programs. So, and I have some free stuff. So look into that. Check out some of my other videos. If this is interesting to you and you want to know more about how to get rid of your chronic symptoms and, just feel better, feel more peace in your life, then this is the channel for you. And I will link below my website so you can check out some of my free and paid programs. And thanks so much for joining, and I will talk to you next week.